Hey, this is Nick at Switcher. We've got some big news today. Also brought some friends. Matt and Ernesto are here as well. And we've got Dan behind the scenes. Uh, be sure to jump in the comments. I want to hear your questions. We'll be sure to come back to those before we wrap. Also be doing a stream in the user group tomorrow where we can go a little bit deeper on how to use some of these new exciting features. With that, Dan, cue the video.
Switcher Studio 7.0 is here, and so are powerful new features. Multi-streaming lets you live stream to multiple platforms at once. Cloud recording lets you access your past multi-streams from anywhere, not just the main switcher. Switcher Business is a new product offering that adds and expands cloud features, giving you more cloud assets, more multi-streaming destinations, and more cloud recordings. Switcher Business gets you the most out of Switcher Cloud. Learn more about Switcher Studio 7.0 at switcherstudio.com.
There you have it. And all of these great, exciting new features are available today automatically. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to make any changes. Just log into switcherstudio.com or open the app and you can start experiencing multi-streaming and cloud recording. First, we're going to talk about multi-streaming in a little bit more detail. You know, this may look like just any Switcher broadcast, but this is one of the first broadcasts where we are live on Facebook and YouTube at the same time. So meeting you where you are at. If you're on YouTube, you know, a great way to get this video on your TV on the big screen. But I'm going to bring in Ernesto to share a little bit more about multi-streaming and what we are allowing you to do with this great new feature.
Thanks, Nick. Yeah, so super excited to finally release multi-streaming to the public. It's been in beta for a couple weeks now. We've gotten some great feedback, so thanks everyone that helped us test it. But finally, now it's available to everyone that has Switcher. So, you know, one of the great things about multi-streaming is to be able to broadcast a video to multiple platforms at the same time. So, for example, you could be live on a Facebook page and on the YouTube channel simultaneously. So, you know, that's great for you know, this example right here, a sporting event where you might be streaming to your Facebook page and then also you know, YouTube channel, and then you know, you just have better reach, a greater audience when you're able to multi-stream. And now this feature is built into Switcher. It's really easy to just go into the Outputs tab or the dashboard and select multi-stream, select the page or timeline or group that you want to stream to on Facebook, select the channel that you want to stream to on YouTube, and finally just go live. Switcher takes care of everything for you. It creates the channel, it creates the live video post, and you can just be live in a few seconds.
All right. And, you know, for sports, you know, one example might be you stream to the page or channel for the league, and maybe there's a video that's just on that particular team's page as well. So it can go beyond just your own social channels, and depending on the relationship or who you're working with, even lean into their audiences. So really, really excited about this one. Also want to talk a little bit about Switcher Cloud Recording. So this is included in Switcher 7.0. When you are using multi-streaming, that video is saved to your online Switcher Studio account. And from there, you can preview that video. You can download it. But I'm going to bring in Matt to share a little bit more about cloud recording and some of the different ways that you can use this feature.
Hey there. Yeah, so whenever you're multi-streaming through Switcher, by default, your stream will be recorded and already available in the cloud. And you'll be able to log into your online dashboard and download it right away, and not have to worry about transferring it off your iPhone or iPad you're using for the switching, especially if you're, you know, on our business tier or something like that. You're going to get lots of cloud recording, but I think, and we've already set up for everyone today on every plan will already get cloud recording and be able to take advantage of it. And it's going to really speed up that transfer process. It's you know, so one of those things where managing that storage on your iPad is a hassle. Well, I think we've probably solved it for you right here.
Awesome. Thank you, Matt. And again, this is something that you kind of unlock once you start multi-streaming, but you can also use the multi-stream workflow and stream to a single destination if you want to have that cloud recording. So again, really excited to get this one out there. On your existing plan, you'll be able to save up to the 10 most recent videos. Once you've hit that kind of threshold, older videos will roll off and we'll bring the new ones to the top. And again, we have a new business plan that we're introducing for people that need more cloud services, more video storage, more multi-stream destinations, where you can expand on some of those things. So we'll share a little bit about the business plan. That allows you to save up to 50 cloud videos, and you can do up to 5 multi-streaming destinations. And if you're familiar with Switcher cloud assets, where you can upload logos, photos, videos, different elements or graphics that you would use in your videos, we have really, really lifted the limit on that. And with Switcher Business, you can have up to 1,000 cloud assets. This new plan will also introduce a private chat feature for video chat. And on those cloud recordings, you can pin your favorite videos to save those for a little longer, make sure they don't fall out as you start to bring in new content. Again, cloud recording, multi-streaming available to every user today. No change in your price. New customers coming in. We've got some new plans that you can get all that information on switcherstudio.com. Be sure to drop comments in the comments. That was a little redundant. We're live, baby. And would love to see what you will start creating with these new features that we've rolled out. All right. So Dan is playing Wizard of Oz back behind the scenes. Is there anything that is coming through we want to speak to? And Matt, Ernesto, while I've got you, anything you want to hint on that we may have missed?
I saw in the comments already a big question about do the in-app comments work when you're multi-streaming? The answer is yes. When you link your Facebook or YouTube account through Switcher and create the post through that, either going live now or scheduling, the comments 100% work. If you've been watching, I think Dan's been putting them on screen from both platforms and actually shows where they're from, if they're a YouTube or a Facebook comment. But it's just like the in-app comments you're used to before and works the same, except it just happens to be on more than one platform at a time now.
And this might be a good spot to talk about the different types of platforms that you can stream to with multi-streaming. I know we've got a few easy buttons built in, but there's also some flexibility to go way beyond that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so one of the questions was if you can multi-stream to multiple Facebook pages. And yes, you can, actually. So you could select 2 Facebook pages, or on the business plan, you'd be able to select up to 5 separate Facebook pages. And you can still use the cross-posting feature in addition to multi-streaming. So if you're still, if you're familiar with cross-posting on Facebook, you can still take advantage of that. Yes. And then, Nick was talking about what are some of the destinations you can go live to. So we have built-in integrations for Facebook and YouTube. So those are super easy to set up. So if you want to go live to Facebook and YouTube at the same time using a multi-stream, that's built in, super easy. And then in addition to that, we also have custom RTMP available. So if you have other destinations such as LinkedIn Live or Twitch or other destinations that you'd like to go live to that support RTMP, you can set up custom RTMP channels in Switcher just like you used to, and they're available in the multi-streaming product.
And Ernesto, we got a little bit of an Easter egg here. We can't take total credit for this, but you mentioned LinkedIn Live. There's been some recent changes around LinkedIn Live in the approval process and what's involved to be able to stream to your page or your business page or to your timeline. Matt, could you give us a quick update on what's going on with LinkedIn Live?
Yeah, so you no longer need to apply to LinkedIn Live. They have 2 big qualifications, and when you try to link your account with Switcher, they automatically run you through the approval process. And the 2 things they're looking for is at least 150 connections or followers. And then you just need to be posting other content on LinkedIn regularly, not just sharing things, but original content like photos, You can do like kind of long form blog posts, whatever updates you're sharing, as long as you're regularly interacting and using the platform with your own content and have 150 followers or connections. That's kind of what they're looking for now.
Awesome. Thank you, Matt. And Ernesto, could you talk a little bit more about those business features like pinned videos or the private chat for video chat?
Sure, yeah. So by default, we will be keeping a certain number of live recordings on the cloud recordings area in Switcher. So um, in order to like save some of those videos on the business plan, we allow you to pin up to 10 of them. So if there's important videos that you don't want to lose, that maybe you don't have enough time to download them just yet, you can pin those videos, and then we will keep them indefinitely. As long as you're subscribed to Switcher, we'll keep them around, and that way they're basically protected from being deleted. And then as far as the let's see, what was in the follow up? There was the private chat on the remote guest feature. So we're actually currently using remote guests right now. We're all three of us are in separate locations, and Dan is at a fourth location producing the video. So with the release of the new business plan, you'll be able to also send private messages to the people that are in the remote guest room. So you can send text messages and let them know, hey, we're getting ready. We're about to go live in 1 minute. Please mute your mic. Stuff like that. You'll be able to send privately to other people in the remote guest room.
And
Awesome.
I see a few other ones for us. Let's see. When would the update be available? That's always a fun one. It's already been published. So we published everything a few hours ago, though it may take up to 24, 48 hours for Apple to roll out the update across the App Store globally. But for most people, it should already be available. If you have updates on automatically, you can just wait for that, or you can open up the App Store, go find Switcher, hit update. And let's see, here's another one. Can we stream to a Facebook group and not just a page and YouTube? Yes. So your Facebook timeline, pages, groups, all three of those will still work just like normal. And you can also stream to a YouTube channel alongside that. So it's just like streaming to Facebook today, if you're used to streaming direct to Facebook, but you can also stream to another destination if you wish.
And actually, Ernesto, you might be a little more familiar with this. Could you talk about you're using multi-streaming and cross-posting together, how that kind of unlocks some different use cases where you can actually get your video even more places?
Sure, yeah. So, one of the things that you can do even before multi-streaming was released was to use the cross-posting feature in Facebook, where you could stream to one page and then cross-post to multiple pages. Actually, maybe an unlimited amount of pages, as long as you had set up a cross-posting relationship with those pages ahead of time. So what's great about that is that allows you to send that video to pages that you're not the owner of. So let's say that you want to stream a service or a mass like on Sunday, and you want to stream it to multiple pages on on Facebook, and you're only the admin of one of the pages, and then your friends or the owner of the other 2 or 3 pages. So you can set up a cross-posting relationship with those, and then stream to your page, and then cross-post to the other pages. What's great about the multi-streaming feature is that we still allow you to do the cross-posting, but you can also, in addition to that, multi-stream to other platforms that are not Facebook. For example, you can also send the stream to YouTube in addition to using cross-posting on Facebook. Or, for example, you could send a video to Facebook, to a specific page, cross-post to other pages, and then also multi-stream to a Facebook group or a Facebook timeline. So the possibilities are like endless. Like it really opens up what you can do with Switcher as far as like taking the one, piece of content, the one stream that you're broadcasting, and making sure that a wider audience can view it.
Awesome. Yeah, that one's maybe a little nerdy, but I think there's some people that will
It's fun.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
I saw one question come through. It was asking about the speed that you need to multi-stream, or the upload speed.
Yes.
Matt, you want to take that one?
Yeah, sure. So, kind of what we have in place is you don't need any extra upload speed. So what's going to happen is you're going to send us your video and then we're going to forward it on to Facebook or YouTube or whatever other destination you want. So it doesn't require any additional speed. So if you could already stream to Facebook or YouTube today, we're handling the extra bandwidth needed to get it to the other platform. So it's no additional speed requirements or bandwidth. As long as you can stream today and have a connection that's good for that, you're able to multi-stream.
Mhm.
Awesome. And I know we hit on this previously, but cloud recording, I'm really excited about this one. When you're doing a multi-stream, you can log into switcherstudio.com for your online dashboard, and that video will be there real time. Like as it's happening, I think you can preview the video, and as soon as it's done, it's immediately available for download from your browser, and it's not dependent on that recording that's saved on the physical device. So it's really, really great for pulling down a video without having to copy files back and forth. That could allow you to bring it into an editor on your computer and pull out a clip to put on social. There is a clip feature in Switcher, so if you want to tidy it up in the app, I think eventually we do plan to allow you to make those types of edits in Switcher and share those videos to Switcher Cloud. Today, this is really tied to that multi-streaming capability. And just a reminder, like even though this is tied to multi-streaming, you could use multi-streaming and select a single destination to have that cloud recording if you want to make sure you've got that video captured on your online account for download afterwards. All right. Well, I think we've hit most of the highlights we wanted to capture today. We've got some more things in the works. I know there is one app update here that some new people using the vertical mode were asking for. Do you want to hit on that before we finish off today?
Yeah, sure. For if you're already been using our 9:16 mode to stream in portrait and happen to be using the HDMI or AirPlay output to put on another display, we've gone ahead and added an option to be able to rotate the output. So before, if you were streamed in portrait and connecting like a TV for your host, it would still be 16:9 and horizontal, but you can now go into the outputs tab and rotate that. And so you can have a display or monitor set up for the host to see what they're doing, and it matches what's going out to the stream.
Yeah, and also we've also improved the UI of the remote cameras as well when you're holding them in a vertical mode. So if you're streaming vertical video, you usually put your other cameras in vertical mode as well. Now the user interface on that on the remote cameras is a lot nicer. It's more conducive to that vertical mode.
And can I do vertical video and multi-stream?
Yes, you can. You can multi-stream vertical video, but I will say that certain platforms like YouTube don't do a good job with vertical video just yet. We're hoping that changes in the future. So if you send vertical video to Facebook and YouTube, Facebook will show it perfectly fine. YouTube will put it in a 16:9 window and put black bars around it. So it'll still be broadcast. People will still be able to watch it. It's just not the most optimal thing, and we're hoping that YouTube will make improvements to that in the future.
Good deal. All right. Anything I missed? Anything you want to hit on we didn't get to?
Hey, Nick, from behind the screen, could you tell people are asking where they can see tutorials on how to do this, and some people have asked about Spanish. Could you talk a little bit more again about the upcoming live streams we have going on?
Yeah, absolutely. So all of these new features are documented in the Help Center. So if you go to switcherstudio.com and search for Help Center or support, you can get to the write-up on how to do these. We're also planning a live stream in the user group tomorrow, Wednesday, where we'll do a kind of live demo for some of these and be taking more questions around these new features. And Thursday, we have a stream plan for the Spanish-speaking user group. Ernesto is going to be leading that. Will be kind of a replay of some of the things that we talked about today, but Spanish first in that regard, and would love to hear your all's questions. Really excited to roll this out. This is a big release that we know people have been waiting on for a long time. And also just wanted to say thanks again for everyone that tested ahead of time. You know, we did a public beta and had this out before we made the formal release, and your all's testing and feedback during that process was really, really helpful. You know, we caught some things we were able to get in front of. I think we've got most all of those out of the way, but if you're using these new features and something's not working as expected, please let us know. Please contact support, and we would love to troubleshoot that and make sure that those types of things don't happen again on a go forward basis. So I think we're in really good shape. We really ran this through its paces internally and with some of those external testers. But just again, if you do catch anything, please let us know and we'll be sure to get in front of that. All right, Dan, anything in the comments you want to hit on?
I think we're good for now.
All right. So one last time, Switcher 7.0, all of these new features are available today. You don't have to make any changes to your account. Again, if you have an active subscription, no changes to your billing. You keep paying what you're paying and you get everything that's included. There are new plans available for new customers on a go forward basis. If there were ever changes to your current subscription, we will absolutely give advance notice on that. Be sure to check out these live streams over the next couple of days, especially the one in the user group tomorrow. And you can learn more at switcherstudio.com. Thanks, everyone. Take care.